Okay, so this second function here is a linear function or a linear graph, and we can see that by looking. We have this straight line. So it tells us drawn on the right is a graph of a function y is equal to function x, and what it's asking you to do is use the graph to write down. So first of all, it's asking you to find out what's the value for example, function 3, function 0, and function -4. So we'll just focus on each of those in turn. So part 1, so function x, so function 3 should I say. So function 3 is really what, like, this means, so x is equal to 3. Okay, so it's the value in here. So it's asking, so when x is equal to 3, what's y equal to? So function x is equal, so all we have to do, and it asks us to use the graph. So we look at where's 3 on the graph, so here's 3, and then what we do is we draw a line up from 3 until it cuts this line here, and then we draw a line across like so. So what we can see is that when x is equal to 3, which is here, y is equal to, so this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis, y is equal to 6. Sorry, y is equal to 4, should I say. So it's this one here. Okay, so function 3 is equal to 4. Or another way of saying it, when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4. So that's the first one. So the second one then, so question 2. So it asks us what's function 0? Function 0. So, or another way of saying is when x is equal to 0, what's y equal to? So function 0, so again, here we go to our x value, which is 0, and we draw our line up, and we can see here, so it cuts this function or this graph here at 1. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1. So function 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so that's that one, and then the last one then is this one, so function -4. So this is part 3. So function -4. So again, it's the same thing. When x is equal to -4, what's y equal to? And we want to use our graph to work this out. So again, we just have a look here. This is the x-axis. We go along until we get our -4, which is here. And then we draw our line down. And it cuts the axis here. And then we draw our line across. So this is our y value. So this is the y value and this is the x value. So what we're saying is that function -4, or when x is -4, y is equal to -3. So that's that first part. The second part then is this bit. So the value of x when function x is equal to -1. So then this is part 4. So remember, function x, another name for that, it's just equal to y. Sorry, I should say equal to y, but function x is another name for that. We could just call that y. So what it's now saying here is, instead of giving us the x value, it's giving us the y value. So what it's saying is that, so when function x is equal to -2, what's x equal to? Okay, or another way of saying is when y is equal to -2, what's x equal to? So again, we read the graph. We, instead of going along the x-axis, we go along the y-axis. So for example, when y is equal to -2, so y is minus, let me just rub these other ones out, just so that we don't get them all mixed up. So this one here, so basically what it's saying is when y is -2, so y is -2 down here, we want to draw our line across. So where does it cut the axis? It cuts the axis here, and then we want to draw our line up, and we want to read off the x value. So this is what x is equal to, and this is our y value, or another name for that is function x. So when function x is equal to -2, x is equal to -3. Okay, or another way of writing that is function -3 is equal So function minus 3 is equal to minus 2. Okay, so that's just another way of writing it. Or when y is equal to minus 2, x is equal to 3. So that's that one. We have a look at this one here. So question part 5. Let me just draw it up here. So again, find the value for x when function x or y is equal to minus 6. So function x is equal to minus 6. So another way of saying that, y is equal to minus 6. What's x equal to? So again, we find minus, sorry, that's actually equal to 6, not minus 6. Let me just work that out. So function x is equal to 6, or y is equal to 6. What's x equal to? So again, here, this is where 6 is on the y-axis. So we want to draw a line across. It cuts the line here, and then we want to draw a line down. Like so. So what we can say is that when y is 6, x is equal to 5. Or another way to say it, so function x, or we can say function 5 is equal to 6. Okay, so that's that one. So that's that part. That's part 5. So that's those questions. So you're just reading the information off the graphs. The last one then is use the grid to write down the slope of the line, and is the function increasing or decreasing, and explain your answer. So again, if we take the slope is equal to the rise divided by the run. So rise divided by run. So what we want to do is we want to figure out, so what's the rise and what's the run. So what we can do is we can, if we were to take, let's say, a section here, so let's say, so we can do something like this. So we can do like here, okay? So we can make just a triangle like this. So the slope then, so this is going to be the rise. And then this, let me rub these out here. And this part here is going to be the run. So what we can say is that so what's the run? So we have, so basically each of these is just equal to 1. So the run is equal to 2. And the rise is equal to 2 as well. And what we can do is we can divide these together. So slope is going to be equal to the rise, which is 2, divided by the run, which is 2, and that's equal to 1. So what we can say is that because this is positive, because the slope is positive, we can say that it's increasing. Okay, if we had a negative slope, if it was -1, then we would say that it was decreasing. -1, the line would look something like that. So that's that question. That's how you work it out. So just have a look at it. So again, what's going to be important is that you show the workings out of your question, and that you're using the graph as well. Okay, hopefully that helps.